Welcome back. This is a crystal clear mind. Hello, my beauties. How are you all doing out there in the world? Welcome back to another episode, and this one's all about the Pisces new moon today. I don't know about you guys. I have been feeling this one off the charts on the run up to today. I can't explain it. I've been feeling like hyper sensitive, but I've also noticed as I talk to people that they've kind of got that vibe as well. This is sort of like an ultra sensitivity at the moment, that they can't quite put their finger on or explain where it's coming from. There feels like there's a huge energetic connection here, because there is actually huge energy going on. Planetary speaking, it's not just a new moon today. It's a new moon that's in Pisces. Pisces is actually the last of the zodiac signs, so we are actually ending our astrological year and beginning a new one. The sun and the moon are both in Pisces together, and there's also Saturn there, and Neptune also, which is very, very close to the moon, is also in Pisces at the moment. So we've got this this massive collective of all sorts of energy sort of creeping up on us, and it can come across a little intense. It can come across, if you are quite a sensitive person anyway, it can make you feel more sensitive, very hypersensitive. You could be very aware of what's going on around you at the moment. You might really be feeling into the things that are going on around you. Maybe not even stuff that's happening to you, just things that are going on in the world or to people that you know. So it can be quite intense, but there is also nothing wrong with that. There is no such thing in this sense as bad energy. It is just energy, and it can all be turned around and changed anyway. So as we move forward through this month, or at least through this lunar phase, there is this enormous energy of letting go. Huge energy of letting go, and it's coming from all of the planets and from the sign of Pisces. It's coming at us from all directions. It's almost kind of like an enough is enough sort of energy that is vibing with us right now. So you might find that you are approaching, or you have perhaps already approached on this run up to this moon, that kind of straw that broke the camel's back situation. You might find that you're actually feeling quite close to that situation where you are there to say enough is enough. You are looking for a way to change something in your life, where you've had enough of it. For example, the best example would be, your job. You don't like your job, you're not getting on with your job, or you're not appreciated at your job, or it's too much. And that moment of, I'm done, I'm going to quit, is kind of here. Or, as I said, perhaps on the run up to this energy for the new moon today, you may have already had that moment. Now, that situation obviously doesn't just stick to jobs. And each individual person has their own situation, their own current situation that is going on. That when you sort of hear this, you'll know in your heart what that relates to. And if you find that you are coming up to that moment where enough is enough, you want to gain closure on a situation, you want to move forward out of a situation, you want to create a new beginning in that area, then this is a great time for that. The energy of all of these planets is basically just letting go. Dissolvement, new beginnings, moving forward. Now is the time that if you find that you were feeling unclear about something, it's time to get clear on what you want or what you need and move forward with that. So Pisces is in the 12th house. This is the house of psyche, unconscious, the connection with source, karmic energy. So you'll find that Pisces as a whole has this wonderful, intuitive, psychic connection that can be really like honed into at this point in time. This is a wonderful time for you to really, really connect with your intuition, really listen to your intuition, because intuition is something that we all have. We are all capable of using it as well. It's a matter of trying to tap into it. Most people that don't tap into their intuition in its entirety or pay too much attention to it, we'll just call it things like gut reactions. They just get a feeling about things and get a feeling about a person that they've met, and they just get these gut feelings. That's your intuition talking to you, and it does it all the time. It's a matter of tuning into that frequency that is kind of trying to talk to you. It's trying to tell you and guide you. So in Pisces, we've got this fantastic psychic energy, this intuitive energy in its 12th house, which is a fabulous time to really just sit and hone those skills and try and listen to what your intuition is trying to say to you. So this is a really great time to take leaps of faith based on that kind of intuitive listening. These changes that you might need to make in your life would benefit greatly from you just sitting with those thoughts and those feelings and paying attention to that and see what it's saying back to you. You kind of need to focus on what it is you want. Focus what makes you happy, and sort of sit with that and use this wonderful psychic energy and this connection to your higher conscience, connection to source, connection to your intuition, and listen to what it has to say to you, what suggestions it offers you, and be ready to kind of receive that guidance. Now, it's a great time for working on your goals or even reworking on your goals. So with this kind of letting go, dissolvement energy, this new beginning, move forward energy, this is also a great time to kind of look over what it is that you want, what you have written down or thought of as your goals you set yourself, and really hone into those feelings and that intuition of, do these things still speak to me? So as we move forward through our lives, things change all the time. We change, we evolve. I once a year, usually around the beginning of the new year, I write myself a set of goals for the year. Some of them are completely simple, completely achievable, and just sort of like almost like a reminder to myself that I want to do X, Y, and Z and get it done within an annual period. Some of them are slightly less achievable and they're kind of reaching for the stars, but it's also that gives me inspiration to try and manifest that and drive forward, make these things happen. I mean, this podcast alone was once on my goals list, as something that I looked at and thought I was completely bonkers because I didn't even know much about it, and yet here we are. But something I did notice the other day was, as I looked at my goals I only created about 2 months ago for this year, and one of them just stood out like a sore thumb that just sort of looked at me as if to say, I don't know, it's just not doing anything for me. And although the goal is solid and it's good and everything else, I've got this feeling, especially after having obviously looked into the energy of this new moon and seen that some of these goals, you need to look and see if they actually still speak to you. And to be absolutely honest, I know for a fact that one of my goals that I only wrote 2 months ago is already not speaking to me. I think that whatever it was, whatever version of me that it did speak to, it doesn't exist anymore. I have changed. I've evolved. I've moved forward. And that's okay. That's absolutely fine. That's what all of this is about, is constantly trying to just be every day a better version of yourself. And that's all right. If you look at your goals and you realize perhaps these don't speak to me anymore, maybe these don't make sense to me anymore, it's certainly not making my heart sing, it's not making me excited, it's almost like I've got it there and I wish it wasn't on there, it's okay to take it off. It is absolutely fine for you to take that off and work towards the things that make you happy right now. So use this energy, this wonderful energy, to work on your goals and your dreams. And if that is reworking those and changing your mind and taking things off or putting new things on, that's also absolutely fine. Do what makes you feel really good inside. And on top of that, this energy has an amazing manifestation moment in it. You know, it's wonderful. It's got a wonderful manifestation power that you can truly bring anything you want to life. You are perfectly capable. That action can be taken. That step can be done. You can take that leap of faith. You can have faith in yourself to do these things. You've got to trust yourself and trust your intuition, trust your higher self that you can make these things happen for you. And that energy, I think, is just so inspiring for the month going forward, that I just love the thought that all people on earth right now have the amazing possibility to make anything happen in their life. Anything they want, they can just go out there and give it a damn good shot, which I just think is awesome. So now, as I said earlier, we've got this Neptune energy also in Pisces. Now, Neptune is connected to the sea and the ocean, and it's got this wonderful flow to it, this flowing energy, where it's all about going with the flow, feeling into the nature of things and allowing them to unfold in front of you. Definitely trusting your intuition, so we're still going along with the Pisces energy here too. Following the ebb and flow of life. It's not a time to sit back and just let life do what life does. That's not what I'm suggesting at all. But there is definitely a feel your way through that flow, like find yourself in that flow. And if you can feel the flow is like slightly to the left of you, lean into that flow. Just sort of in your mind, consider it all as one big ocean, and you're just trying to find the right direction to be swimming in. Now, there's a great balance here at the moment as well, kind of between seeking all these wonderful new things, looking for novelty, moving forward, that sort of energy. But it also has a lovely balance to it, thanks to all of these planets that are involved, where it's going to kind of keep things real. Keep it realistic, and make sure that you are where you need to be. So if you don't need to move forward in certain aspects right now, it's not going to propel you there. If you do, then you've got the opportunity to propel yourself there. So it's a very balanced equilibrium, which is absolutely beautiful. But there's a lot of planets that are working towards this energy for you at the moment. And if you're finding that, a bit like I just said at the beginning, if you're finding that this energy is just too intense, it can come out as I said, overly sensitive, potentially emotional. The best way to lean into this kind of vibe and get yourself back out the other side is to use grounding methods to keep you balanced. So simply connecting to things like music, and art, our inner child and nature, and literally the earth, can ground you back into yourself and just keep you connected and rooted where you are. Pisces is a very creative sign, so maybe this is the time for you to sink into your creativity. I find that when I say this to people, they instantly go to what you would call like the obvious creativities, like drawing and painting and singing and dancing and so on. And they're wonderful, but I truly believe that everybody has creativity in them. So what you got to try and do is just tap into your creativity, whatever that may be. And it doesn't have to be huge and it doesn't have to be amazing, but there are wonderful ways to connect to your creativity. I mean, gardening is creative, nurturing plants is creative, crocheting, knitting, photography, filmmaking. I find even reading a book, I consider it to be creative. Designing jewelry, getting creative in the kitchen. I love this one. It's something that people do not consider to be a form of creativity, and yet it really is. If you have the ability to stand in a kitchen, just like I was saying about the gardening, if you have the ability to create something out of next to nothing, that is creativity. So don't ever feel that when creativity is spoken about that it has to be the greatest things in the world. It really doesn't. But this is a wonderful time to connect with that. And some of these creative items can also very much connect with your inner child. I find that if I really feel the need to be creative, but I do not know what to do, I love pinching my daughter's colouring books. I say my daughter's because they're all sort of unicorns and flowers and cute things that I kind of like myself. And I'll pinch her colouring books and I'll go find her nicest pens. And I find it so soothing to just sit there and colour. And my inner child almost sits there, cross-legged inside me, just like, this is amazing. And this is why they create adult colouring books. Have no idea why I haven't bought one yet. Probably really should put that on my goals list for the year. But get in touch with that creativity whilst this energy of Pisces lasts throughout the month. It will nurture your soul so intensely, you will feel instantly happy about it. So let's recap. We have got humongous planetary energy, releasing, letting go, allowing new beginnings to form, dissolvement to things that no longer have relevance to us, reworking and working through what our goals are, our true goals are, sitting with our intuition, listening to our heart, what it says to us about what we want, and then tapping into this creativity, keeping ourselves grounded and working through the energy as the month goes on. Now, if you're working with crystals, I would strongly recommend using citrine. This will be a great assistance to providing inner calm so that wisdom can emerge. So this will work really well if you're working with your intuition. It's a beautiful, light, bright stone that brings sunshine with it. So it will provide you with a fabulous positive energy as well. I would like to suggest clear quartz. Love clear quartz. It's a fabulous all-rounder. It will help to propel your intentions into the cosmos. So you can use this one when you're kind of like manifesting those ideas forward, when you're reworking through your goals and you're trying to project what you want to bring into fruition. It also has a great way of repelling negative energy and enhancing positive energy around you too. So that's a bonus. And the third one that I'd recommend would be orange carnelian. This will work really well together with Pisces creative energy, and it will also boost your inner creativity. So again, this one would be great if you're going to try and work with that sort of that creative side of yourself, or maybe give something a go that you've never given a go to before, and work with that inner child. It will also dispel negative energy around you, and it resonates a bright, happy mood because of its beautiful colour as well, similar to the citrine. So they're really, really, really great to work with. If you journal, and on this particular new moon, I would definitely recommend it. I would highly suggest it so that you can work through your intentions, you can set those goals, you can write it all out and bring it to fruition in written format. But if you want some journaling prompts, I would strongly suggest using and asking yourself, where do I limit myself? Do I have attachments to the past that prevent me moving forward? How can I break down those barriers? And what speaks to my heart and makes me truly happy? Now, if you start to work with those as prompts, that's all they are supposed to be. It's just a little prompt. You're not supposed to answer it directly necessarily. Use it as a guideline to just free write all the thoughts, all the emotions out of yourself and down onto paper. And you'll just be amazed at not only how cathartic it can feel, but also just how useful it can be. It can actually unravel something that you didn't even know was there. Well, that's it for now, but I wish you a very happy new moon phase, and I wish you the best in the Pisces energy for the month ahead, guys. Speak to you soon.